daydream. It's not real, but it's sweet like ice cream. I'm in the middle of a sunshine daydream. Come on, baby, let's go.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. All Things Cinco EDC here. I'm Cinco, as always. Thank you for joining me again. If you're back, if this is your first time and you've never been here before and you like All Things Cinco EDC, or if you get any value out of this video, I don't mind you watching first, but hit that subscribe button for me down there. Also hit the notification bell so you know when new videos come out. They're coming out pretty regularly now. I'm trying to make 1 to 2 a week now. Got a lot of stuff in the works, so hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. These videos do take a lot of production time, so if you can hit that little notification bell, hit that little subscribe button, help a brother out, I would greatly appreciate it. I love you guys. Here we are back. We have another one for you that I wanted to run by you. I just got back from the range, so I wanted to give you some first impressions and overview, and that is this pistol you'll be very familiar with, and I'm very familiar with. So here we go. This is the Glock 48 MOS. Now, why is this one different? This is actually the Glock 48 MOS COA, COA, whatever you want to call it. This is a collaboration between Aimpoint and Glock, where these guns already come with optics installed on them. So let's go down to the tabletop. We'll do a couple comparisons. As you guys know, I like to carry my Glock 48 as my EDC. That's my baby girl. We'll do some comparisons, and is it worth getting over the regular 48 MOS and putting your own upgrades on it? Let's find out. Oh, we also have new production equipment here. So if you're seeing this angle over here, got a new camera for the channel. Let's see if this thing will focus. There it is. So just trying to get better content, better quality. So you see the Glock 48 there. Show you both sides. So if you're seeing this angle, that is the new camera. Let me know what looks better, that angle or this angle. That angle, as the eye doctor likes to say. Well, you guys who have good vision probably don't know, but as the eye doctor likes to say, 1 or 2. 1, 2. So let me know which one looks better. Let's head on down to the tabletop. Let's go over this thing, see what she has to offer. It's going to be kind of a quick video because we've done probably 2 Glock 48 videos already of different kinds. This is a third style of Glock 48, so let's go on down, but we're pretty familiar with the overall specifics of it. So here we are down below with the Glock 48. As we said before, this is the COA model. The official name is the G48 A-Cut COA combo. So I don't know why they put all those names, but basically it's a Glock 48 MOS with Aimpoint collaboration here on top. So it comes pre-installed with the Aimpoint. Now you can't just buy this Aimpoint and throw it on, and I'll tell you why in a minute, but let's go through it. They call this the Gen 5 style Glock 48, but as you know, this thing came out right around when Glock was with all their Gen 4 renditions of their pistols. So I don't know why they call it a Gen 5. It's only been out for about 2 editions, but it's got some of the Gen 5 features on it, like front serrations there. It does have an NDLC finish, so it provides tougher, more durable protection than the previously used finish that they used to use. It's better against scratching, corrosion, etc., etc. Now, on their website, they do say it comes with an ambidextrous slide stop lever, which is weird because the picture on their website shows this exact model where it does not have an ambidextrous slide stop lever. I'll roll in a photo. So I don't know where the contradiction came in or why the discrepancy there, but it's their website. On the same page as the photo that shows this, it says ambidextrous slide stop lever. So that's interesting.
Hey, that's false advertising that, man.
It does come equipped with a Glock marksman barrel, so it's slightly more enhanced than the old barrels they used to have. Glocks are famous for their looser tolerances than some other custom handmade pistols and stuff like that. Match barrels and things like that, but it is the marksman barrel. It has the polygonal barrel design, which is supposed to give you more accuracy, so that's why they call it the marksman barrel. It is a slightly flared Magwell. As you look there, it's hard to tell on camera, but see that front lip there? Slightly flared, and when they mean slightly flared, they mean slightly flared. That is barely flared at all. So then it does have more of the Gen 5 style here, where there is no finger grooves. Gen 4s had finger grooves, but they've had other earlier pistols where they didn't have finger grooves, so it's not unique to the Gen 5s. They just repeated it again. It does have a reversible magazine catch, so for those of you who are right-handed, it's good to go. For those of you who are wrong-handed, you can switch it over to the other side there, and it fits everybody. So as all other Glocks, you can also get back straps to make it bigger or smaller. It's got this nice beaver tail, which I think is plenty. I'm a fan of the 48 just because it's the same dimensions as the Glock 19. I did a full comparison where I pulled out the Glock 48 and did the Glock 19 and overlaid it so you can see all the differences and where it comes up short, where it's similar to the Glock 19. So if you haven't checked those videos out, I'm gonna link up Skinny 19 here, and I'll do the Glock 48 MOS over there. But that's why I'm a fan of this thing, because it's same dimensions as a 19 here, but when it comes to the grip, it's much thinner. So I don't like to add any back straps to it, but it does come with back straps you can add to it. Then they have what they call the Gen 4 RTF, rough textured frame. It's basically these, see if I can get you a good look there. These little squares, that's their grip. I mean, it's not very aggressive at all. A little ASMR. Anyways, back to the video. It does have a mounting rail here on the front, which is unique to the second rendition. The first edition of this pistol did not have it. It was a straight front end there. You couldn't hook any lights or lasers to it, just like the Glock 43. When it first came out, there was nothing there, which I think is pointless this day and age. I mean, I get it, Glock, you're the big dog on the block, but come on. No rail? I mean, that's ridiculous. I don't know why we have that showing up on any pistol anymore, especially in this day and age. So they're actually advertising this as a loaded chamber indicator, which, I mean, I've always known that it had that ability or that capacity to be used as a loaded chamber indicator, because once you put a round in there, this little tab here pops out. But I mean, you really got to be like cognizant of that. Most of the time you can just, I can always, right, this little slit right here, whenever I have a round in the chamber, I wish I had like an empty casing or something. If I have a round in the chamber, actually I'll strip one off my EDC here and I'll show you real quick. Let's drop that. Just to drop it in there. See there? You can see in that slit that there's a round in there. So you can always just check that. You can that it slightly pops out, but it's so minimal. I mean, I think it's pointless. So let's pop that out of there. But yeah, they're advertising that as a loaded chamber indicator. I never knew that Glock was doing that, but it's on their website. So as always, Glocks, they don't come with any kind of manual safety on here. Your safety is your trigger finger. But you got two internal safeties. I'm not going to get into all that because most people don't really care for it. They know they're in there, but they don't really care about the go down that rabbit hole. You do have here your main safety that people mostly know about is this trigger. And like I always like to say, this little dingus or weenus. See how that activates there in the back of the pistol there? If you just hold the side of it, it stops you from shooting. So no accidental trigger pulls. I mean, I don't know what's going to get in your trigger guard that will pull the sides but not hit this. That'd be very weird. If anybody can think of an instance or a scenario where that would happen, please let me know. But it's meant to where you have to defeat this little weenus in order to pull that trigger. There's your reset. This one actually has a pretty good trigger. Being a Glock trigger, this one's actually pretty clean. Yeah. I I mean, it took my 48 a little while of breaking in order to get that clean feel, but this one I actually really like. So let's do a little bit of comparison between this and my Glock 48 MOS. This is the way I carry her. If you haven't seen the video on this, it's got a Streamlight, got a Shield Arms Magwell, got the Hollow Sun 507K, mounted straight to the slide. I don't like using adapter plates. I've mentioned that 100 times. I still have my stock Glock sights on there because they co-witness really well, and I just haven't gotten around to changing them. This looks slightly different because in the Glock trigger job, I just went ahead and polished that too, so it looks slightly different, but same thing, same as this one here. So the difference is, you can see here, if you look in the cutout, see the cutout is nice and square, and it's made for different, as long as you have the 507K, the RSMC footprint, you can get a red dot for here. Look at the way this one's cut out. See there? So it actually has these tabs that stick into your slide, which I think probably would provide a way more secure mounting. And also, when they put these on, they got these specific co-witness sights on here, as you see there, that are bolted into the slide there. There's no dovetail. There's a rear sight built into there. And this one actually has a metal front sight, which is very different from this junk. So it took somebody else to come in with Glock and tell them, nah, we're not putting that crumb there. If we're going to collaborate, we're going to put some metal sights on there. So I can definitely appreciate that. And if you look through there, it's nice co-witness. Stays nice and low to the bottom, which I don't mind. I like that. I like it to be in the window, but as far out the window as possible. So now, to the Aimpoint COA is a 3.5 MOA red dot sight. As you can see, the best feature about this thing is that it is fully enclosed. You got your plus and minus adjustments there, increase and decrease. If you want to hold decrease, it'll turn off the optic. But you got your adjustment turret there, and then you got your other adjustment turret on this side. So this is the up down, this is the left or right. But like I said, the most important thing about this thing is that it's fully enclosed, so nothing can get on the emitter, nothing can block it. It's fully enclosed, protects it from the elements, the weather, stuff like that. It is 1.8 inches long by 1.1 inches wide by 1.2 inches tall. Every click, I don't know why they did it this way, but every click is 6 millimeters at 20 yards. I believe that's the way that they advertise it. It does have 12 light settings for them, or night vision settings, and 8 daylight settings. It is submersible up to 25 feet. It does run off a CR 2032 battery. And if you can tell, this right here is the little battery tray on the side. That's a huge plus. If you don't run red dots, or you're not too familiar with red dots, side loading batteries are a huge plus. Any company that's still making underloading batteries, get with it, yo. And it is made out of 7075 T6 high strength aluminum. So these things can take a beating these days. As you can tell, this thing's built the shape of a mailbox, but it's built like a tank. This thing is pretty strong. I mean, the way I feel it, this thing looks like it could take a nice hit and keep it moving. So overall, I mean, I don't know if it's as big a deal as everybody's making it. It definitely is a nice pistol, but I don't see a huge difference between getting your own and putting a red dot on it versus this. I mean, the red dot itself does have a good advantage over an open red dot sight like this one, but the whole big deal about the collaboration between Aimpoint and Glock, I think it's a little more overrated than it should be. But it's a great shooter. As you guys know, I love my 48. I shoot well with this thing. This is the one that I trust in a gunfight. This is my everyday carry. So this thing, very familiar with it. As you can tell, I've done some adjustments to mine, some stippling, the Magwell, because while they call this a Magwell, I wouldn't really, I mean, call it much of a Magwell. My fingers go right over that thing. If my fat fingers can overlap this thing, that Magwell sucks. I like this because look at that, cups my hand right up in there. But overall, It is a 48. It still shoots like a 48. It shoots nice and flat as a 48 does. It's skinny like a 48, which is one of its greatest advantages. But other than that, I mean, I don't think it's a huge deal. I'm not sure what the MSRP is. Let's see. A Glock 48 A-cut. Let's see what they're selling these for nowadays. The Glock store actually has it advertised as $834, slashed down from $1,002. I definitely don't think it's worth $1,002. I'm not even sure if it's worth the $834. Personally, I would say get your own Glock 48 because at least this thing, it's still to the point where if I wanted to switch out my Holosun, I could. Once you get this thing, you're pretty locked in to getting the Aimpoint. It's not a bad gig. If you want to get one of these and fully customize everything else to your liking, it's a great optic. It's a great system. Just recognize that you're going to be locked into keeping this here because of the way they cut it. But you can't lose with this thing. I shot great. It's accurate. I like the red dot. It shot fantastic. So would I change anything if I bought this? Yeah, I would just customize the rest of it. This thing, I'd obviously be locked into it, but there's nothing you would lose. There was no gripe I had about it other than slightly overrated in my opinion, but great pistol, great shooter. Your Glock 48 mags, you can still get the Shield Arms S15 mags like I have here. They'll fit in there just fine. So you can get 15 rounds with an Aimpoint on it. Obviously, if you're going to get the Shield Arms mags, I would switch out to a metal mag release, but other than that, they work great in there. I used my stock Glock 48 mags in here that weren't from the COA, and no problems, no issues. All that works fine. So that's pretty much it with this thing. Tell me, which one would you do? Would you get your own and customize it, put your own red dot on it, put your own flashlight on it, put everything else that you want on it? Or would you get this thing and start a little elevated and then just customize the rest? As you can tell, I got a stream light just like it. Works great. It's probably the best flashlight for it. I got a Holosun, works also great. This weighs less than this, so if that factors in for you, let me know down below if that would be a factor for you. I'm not sure anybody could probably tell much of a difference between the two, but I know some people get picky like that and get down into the numbers. But other than that, guys, let me know what you would do, what you would get. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Always remember, Jesus Christ is King, and apart from Jesus, there is no hope, there is no salvation, there is no forgiveness of sins. So come to Christ while you still can today. So no matter whether you win or lose a gunfight in a self-defense situation, you know where you're going for the rest of eternity. Come to Christ today. If you can hear my voice, you still have time. Only in Him is there forgiveness of sins. Nobody else, no other name has been given to men by which we can be saved apart from Jesus Christ. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next one.